Focus Group A will begin shortly. Please follow instructions on the display. Thank you for your patience. Oh, right. It says here that I have to emphasize the first rule to you, so do it. And I almost forgot. That was so stupid of me. Please turn off your cell phones. I know you're probably going to be on mute the whole time anyway, but it's a respect thing. You know, and it's like I can feel you're not paying attention. It's just, well, it's a pet peeve of mine. But are you seriously so obsessed with that little box you can't just turn it off for like 30 minutes? I guess it's not that big of a deal. Well, it is a big deal. You are addicted. It's like you spend all your time dying slowly on your phone when you could be spending time dying slowly while on the computer. So die slowly on the computer. So Prostran thanks you for your cooperation. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Hello, test group A. Hello? Can I get your attention, please? Thank you for attending this focus session on Suppresstron's line of a premium pandemic products. Exciting. While we appreciate your punctuality, we didn't really ask for it. So while we get ready for you, please review the selection of Suppresstron's products conveniently sent to your home in preparation for today's group.
Excuse me, sir, I didn't receive any.
Suppresstron cares tremendously about your thoughts and opinions, but we ask that you return to the virtual meeting room where we want you. Thank you for your patience.
But I
Ma'am, shove off. All right. Now, Charles, you and I, we can change back to speaker view so we can talk privately. See that? That's not enjoyable. I need you to be the one behind. I need to be the one behind the glass.
Well, if I knew, but don't look at me. I have done nothing wrong. But you're right. This has to be someone's fault. I'm just here to do the paperwork. It might be that host, Wanda Smith.
Yes, I've been in touch with her.
She's a people person.
She should be here any minute. She mentioned that. Sorry, you go.
Go ahead.
No.
What's that?
I'm just gonna go. Wanda and I have been in touch because she is taking lead on this one. It's unacceptable that she drags this longer than need be, but she is caught up with family-related issues at the moment, and that she should be here any minute.
Well, not soon enough. The company memo said we need these numbers by tomorrow. So if we don't get the data and this internet thing doesn't work, we might have to pump the insights ourselves. Don't worry, boss. I've been here for a while.
You have?
Well, 3 months. Not bad for a temp. Well, 1 before the state order shutdown. But don't worry. I know my stuff. Was a regional supervisor for 24 years at Toys R Us. Still on the board of the CTA, Concord Toy Association.
Okay.
Okay. 24 goddamn years. Oversaw 13 stores. The problem wasn't you could get the product cheaper or more conveniently on the internet. I told him that. I said, we don't need the website to do 90% of the sales at our locations. I said, we need more locations, more coupons, members cards. They didn't listen. And well, soon it was 12 stores, then 10, then 6, 4, 2. Their corporate thinks it's a good idea to shut down all the stores. A few bad investments, and the next thing you know, I'm broke. I got no office. I got no secretary, no office, no locations, just toysrus.com. And as soon as I get here, we're on the internet. Focusup.com. Now, I respect you, sir, as my boss. But old dog like me, I know how to work, but I'm just figuring out this internet stuff. I'm getting there. Anyway, we need to get at least 200 data points on each subject. In my limited experience, I think that's a typo.
All right. Well, I'll talk simply from now on. I know what the report says because I wrote it. Suprestron is a big client. They'll know if the numbers are legit. They're Suprestron. It's not that they care, it's that they are legally compelled. We'll just get this over with, and if the numbers aren't good, we can do some tweaking at the back end.
They made some of our products back in the day. Well, most of them.
They have analysts, overseers, spies. I mean, that's what they get with unlimited resources. I know Suprestron. They could have planted a mole in this Zoom. Probably not. It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
Sheep love grass. It's just a fact of nature. They don't care if the grass is any good or if it's any greener than the last grass they ate. They just eat what's in front of them.
So, are we in the sheep business?
It's a euphemism. Sheep are a chore. It's not our business to feed livestock. Our business is to make them feel like they have a choice in what they eat. It makes them feel good about eating so much. Do you understand, Charles? Do you know why we call them focus groups, Charles?
Because you put a bunch of people in a group and you make them focus?
Yeah, let me finish. We call them focus groups not because we want the opinions of focused consumers. We care about what the consumers will focus on next. What we do is make them focus. We make them focus on products we know they already want.
Hello?
Companies like Suprestron pay us for that. You understand that? Hi, Wanda. Nice for you to join us.
Sorry I'm late. I got caught up, but I'm ready to go now. Are we starting? Let me just adjust the screen so I can...
Charles and I were just discussing that I think we should go ahead and start getting the sheep to slaughter.
Hey everybody! Oh my God, it's so many people and so early. Welcome, hello. My name is Wanda and I'm going to be taking care of you today.
Wanda.
I can take it from here. This is going to be so fun. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. Woo! Suprestron, right? We have so many great Suprestron products lined up for you today. How awesome is this? The first ever virtual focus group. You guys are so lucky. Stay at home and get paid. Can I get a whoop whoop?
Wanda.
Mr. Jerry Ponderosa, our president and CEO. This is a rare treat. He's usually behind the glass, but today you all get the pleasure of...
It's impossible to get anyone's attention on this thing. Wanda, don't get carried away. Your cadence, it's pathetic. I know sheep react well to positive reinforcement and enthusiasm or whatnot, but read the room. I instructed the herd to mute and re-examine the products. You look ridiculous. You do realize this is a virtual conference.
How could I not? I'm talking to my computer.
What I'm saying is you can't carry yourself like that when it's a computer thing. It doesn't translate.
I'm sorry, Jer. I'm just going to stop you right there. You realize that when people are muted, they can still hear you.
Don't be ridiculous. We're in speaker mode.
No, you have to turn off the sound to mute.
Wait, how can we hear you?
This is why I stay behind the glass always.
How can we see you too?
Wanda, come back to speaker mode, please.
Jer, I know we have a lot riding on this, but we need to start the group immediately. These people...
What's that?
Well,
We do have a lot riding on this, Wanda. You know about the contract, but you obviously don't understand the stakes. So I'll make this short. Wanda Smith, 32 years old, 2 degrees, 1 in communications, 1 in sociology, 2 years as an assistant, and 4 years as an analyst at the Wallington Research Group. Then 4 years here as research specialist and group host at Focus Up Research Solutions. Current resident, 221 Duke Street, unmarried, with 1 male identifying child, approximately 5 years of age, and housing a grandparent, female, approximately 89 years. Am I incorrect?
Jer, can we not
So, Wanda Smith, tell me, is my memory fuzzy or are our company records incorrect as to your internal report last Tuesday? That would be bad news for your company insurance.
No.
So, Wanda Smith, research specialist who has worked for me for 4 years, tell me, as specified in your training and company rulebook, what is the first rule of focus group procedure?
The product testers only see the host.
That's right. The sheep see the shepherd and no one else. So you could imagine my surprise when I clicked on our company propriety link to this digital focus group and found myself looking at a herd of obnoxious, drooling faces and to have them staring right back at me.
Well, this isn't... Yes, Jer, I can imagine.
Well then, you could also imagine how hard it would be to examine your grandparent and 5-year-old male identifying child. Why, excuse me, let me take that back. Well then, you could also imagine how hard it would be to explain to your grandparent and 5-year-old male identifying child why this 32-year-old mother has to sell their property at 221 Duke Street because she could not accomplish the first and most basic component of her job.
Yes, Jer, I can imagine.
There is more to this little experiment than you know. So, do you have anything in the way of an explanation? Or would you like to stop imagining?
First, I'd like to apologize, Jer. I'm sorry. And I'll explain. Since there's no school and we're trying to keep Nan safe from the virus, I haven't left the house, and well, Nan can't help us out as much in her position, so I've been going crazy trying to take care of her and Damon and the cooking and the cleaning, and I haven't slept since they announced the lockdown. I have to do the laundry and give Nan her pills and make breakfast for everyone, and look, I know you don't want to hear it, so I don't ask for your understanding, but I beg for your forgiveness, Jer.
Same here, boss. I apologize too, but it was my wife's fault for not doing the laundry.
Okay, well, enough dilly-dally. Let's get this started and over with.
You got it, boss. Wanda, want to get the show on the road?
Yes. So as I was explaining earlier, and just let me finish.
Go ahead.
I know I'm the only one who did the digital systems training, so I am fairly confident I know how to get this under control. If you want to be behind the glass, you can hit that little mute button at the bottom left of your screen so you can listen in but not be heard by everyone else. Does that work for you, Jer?
That's fine, Wanda.
Incognito mode.
The group is already here in the room with us, so from now on, I'm going to go address the screen like I would address a room of product testers.
Sheep. Great. Oh, and Wanda, one more thing. Suppresstron might have planted one of their people to make sure the digital process goes smoothly before they finalize the big contract with us, so don't mess this up. Charles and I will go behind the glass mode. Charles?
I know the drill, boss.
That's not mute. Whatever.
Come on, Wanda. You can sleep once you've done your job.
Okay, so hello again, everybody. On behalf of Focus Up Research Solutions, I would like to extend a sincere apology for any inconvenience you've experienced with the holdup today. We always say here at Focus Up, research is what we do, but people is our business. All we want is to give you a hands-on experience with the best new products from your favorite brands, and all you have to do is tell us what you think about them. Sounds easy enough, right? So who's excited to finally get talking about these amazing Suppresstron products?
Yeah, woo! Bring back underpants, guy. We want to see your underpants.
Great, but please do try to keep your mute on. There's this little hand waving button. Does everyone see it? Okay, so please use that button and we can.
I didn't mean you. Stupid. Sorry, shit. It wasn't me. It was Jenny. I saw Jenny say it.
That's fine, sir. Just
Okay,
please.
but please, I need the money. I'll get it. I'm a fast learner. I've never done one of these before, and I'm kind of stuck in a tough spot. I just got laid off a couple months ago, and the first is coming up again soon. So, can I still get paid?
Sir,
I'm like really in the gutter, lady, like in a bad way. I invested my stimulant check in bitcoins. Vinny said I had to get a piece of that early, but I really need the money. Vinny's on my ass. Like, is this a stimulant check or like more like a job?
Mr. Lemon?
Sorry, Vinny, he's my landlord. Well, also like a friend as much as you can be Vinny's friend.
Kevin, that's your name, right, sir?
Yeah, Kaplan. Don't wear it out. Proud owner of Bitcoin. Almost half a Bitcoin.
Okay, Kevin, you will be paid upon the completion of focus session in a non-deductible triple week credit check. This was in your contract that you signed at the beginning. Is that okay?
That cash. Vinny prefers dollars, I tried to give him euros once, but he didn't like that. He told me, the fuck is this, Kev? You trying to play Monopoly? You trying to pay rent? I mean, I used to see this French bot, so I know some things Vinny don't, but hey, he don't got friends like that. So, I don't care, but Vinny,
I'm sorry, Kevin. With the current coronavirus pandemic, we've had to change a lot of our policies, so we can't send you cash. But we do have an option for a Best Buy gift card if you choose to opt out of the credit check. Okay? Is that all? We just really have a lot to get through today.
I don't know. Vinny did say he wanted the PlayStation.
Does that work for you, sir?
Sorry. Yeah, I guess that works.
Okay, great.
Vinny, he's usually mostly a good guy, but Snowball, his favorite. She was already blind, but she just tested positive for feline coronavirus, so that didn't exactly put him in the best mood. I mean, she's mean as hell, but also like that.
Okay, Kevin, if that's all, could you please press mute, please?
Shit, I'm sorry, lady. I'm so sorry. Please don't fire me. I really
Kevin?
Please don't fire me.
Hey, Kevin, it's not a job, okay? I can't fire you. All you have to do is tell us what you think about the products. That's it, okay?
You can't fire me? And I don't gotta leave the house. This is the best job I ever had. Thank you, lady. That means a lot. I'm just a talker, always was. That's why Mom kicked me out, or at least that was her excuse,
It's fine, Kevin. Just.
And that other guy, not underwear guy, the suit ever hear blown, Does he have the flu or something?
Kevin, just go ahead and hit your mute, okay? We have a lot to get through.
All right, sorry. You look very beautiful, by the way. Sorry, why'd you say that, Ken? Boss.
So let's get started with the first product that's on the list. It's. Okay, I see we have a hand already. Linda Schwartz. Okay, Linda, you have a question?
Yes, I tried to tell the gentleman earlier that I did not receive any sort of product or package in the mail, but I cannot believe how rude he was. I mean, his tone was beyond disrespectful. He told me to shove off. In fact, I would like a word with your boss and his boss. I've been to countless focus groups and I have never been treated like that.
I am so sorry, ma'am. That is actually our CEO. Did you say that you didn't receive the... Okay, sorry about that.
You have Jer. Hey, Ellen, go ahead.
Jer?
Yes, I'm there now overseeing things. I don't usually go to these, but I want you to know how much I care about this contact. Well, yes, I'm at home,
me,
but
Jer?
That's him. I recognize the stuffy nose. That's the one who told me to shove off. Sir?
No, it's fine. I'm on mute.
Okay, ma'am, I am really sorry you feel that way, but we can talk at the end of the session. We have a lot to get through today, but I promise I will hear you, okay?
No, I don't think you understand, Wanda Smith. I have been to more focus groups and product tests than anyone here, and I have a very close relationship.
I understand, ma'am.
And believe me, when they hear about this,
please.
Well, no one told me they were going to be in the meeting before us. I already talked to my research host. She's been specially trained, and it'll be handled from here on out. Your people get good information.
Ma'am, we will be sending out an electronic survey for you to rate your experience with us.
officers' quarters. The room looks removed from the rest of the ship. It has a black-white checkerboard pattern on the floor, a potted plant in the corner, and a table in the middle, and a small painting of the Queen hangs on the wall. There is a door frame, which is splintered due to the prior battle. Captain Franklin runs his hands across the rough, distorted wood and turns and speaks.
12 weeks sailing, and he happens on our exact location under mist.
Well, the Saxons have their spies at home and elsewhere, as do we.
She was no ironclad. She was full iron, from keel to top. Our shots won't penetrate. 18-pounders at 200 yards and no effect.
And her engine, a ship of that size and without sail and making 18 knots.
Look, there's no question. We were outclassed and soundly beat.
Enter Doctor. He is wearing an apron which has blood on it.
Captain.
Right. Let's see the butcher's bill.
12 dead, 31 wounded, sir.
And John?
A broken arm, sir. I'm doing everything I can.
Thank you, Doctor.
A top-line ship like that. No chance. What with this aged man of war?
Nonsense. Would you call me an aged man of war? She's a fine ship. Fast even against a twin-engine steamer if handled by an experienced seaman. Gentlemen, we're at the end of the world. In this place, technology still bends the knee to luck, Mr. Moody, and luck was on our side today. Good evening, Will.
Good evening, Captain. Damage report for you.
Murdoch passes the captain a piece of paper.
Looks like your shape turned out to be quite a little beastie. 2 feet and 6 inches and holding.
Aye, sir. If the pumps can get ahead, we should be dry by morning.
And the screw?
That's the good news, sir. It appears the rudder was not shot away, but rather caught by a growler on the surface.
So it's blocked?
Yes. We can't spin the propeller to retract it. I reckon it's wedged up in the prop well, but we won't know till first light. I talked with the engineer, and he all but assured me if we clear up the jam, we will be underway.
Good, good. This is all good news.
I'm confident with the basic repairs, we can return home as we are.
We're not going home.
What?
We can refit here. There is an Eskimo trading post there.
But with respect, sir, she is a vastly heavier ship.
Gentlemen, that ship is taking the war to the Orient, and we are supposed to stop her.
But she is out of our class. Besides, if she is indeed twin-engine, she could be halfway to Mungju by the time we're repaired and underway.
I understand your concerns, and though noted they are, I have my orders. And given, Mr. Moody, your assessment of our enemy's speed, I'd say there's not a moment to lose.
Blackout. Lights up on the surgeon's room. The room is cramped, damp, and dark. First mate lies in bed, center stage. There's a desk, which has a saw, leather strap, and water bowl and rag to wash your hands. First mate is feverish, drifting in and out of sleep.
Doctor? Doctor?
Yes.
First mate presents his good hand, on it a thin gold ring.
My ring. It won't fetch much, but I want my sister to have it. Will you make sure you get it to my sister?
Yes. Yes, I will.
Doctor pulls the ring off and puts it into his coat pocket. Doctor returns to the desk to continue his work.
Is it true that when they stitch you up, they put the last stitch through your nose just to make sure you're not sleeping? I know with Danny, when he died, they kept his uniform. They gave it to Will to take his place. Don't take my uniform when I die.
If Captain Franklin orders it done, it will have to be done.
Oh, okay. If the captain says, I'll let it.
Doctor returns to bedside with a bag of sand in hand.
Where are you from, Doctor?
Bournemouth.
Doctor begins to pour the sand on the floor surrounding the bed.
Aye, Bournemouth. By the sea. Back before the war, I used to work down at the docks in Southampton. On weekends, I'd sometimes go to your beaches.
I had a practice just up the road in town. My nephew runs the place now. I imagine the service has taken him by now. David, good lad he is, with a steady hand. What's his sister's name?
Jane.
Doctor returns to bed. He puts a strap around first mate's arm. First mate stops him briefly.
Don't tell the captain I was scared.
Doctor nods, finishes drying the strap on first mate's arm and walks to the desk to retrieve a saw.
Bournemouth Beach. Isn't it funny, after all this time, you forget what a luxury it is to be by the sea?
Doctor puts a strap around first mate's arm. He places a rolled piece of leather in the first mate's mouth for first mate to bite on. Doctor takes a saw and begins to amputate first mate's arm. Blackout. Lights up on the boat deck. It is at daytime. The crew is busy repairing the ship. Men walk about carrying limber and rope.
I do understand your point, Mr. Moody. However, we would have to sail far north of the circle in search of a new mast. It's just out of the question. Mr. Murdoch, as always, will do his best.
I found something that might amuse you, sir.
Officer Lowe pulls out a piece of wood which has captain's initials on it and the date 1878.
How on earth did you manage to find that?
Sailor found it.
Officer Murdoch approaches.
Will, take a look at this.
I carved that back when I was midshipman. I tell you, there's enough of my blood on this ship's woodwork that we are almost related.
I need a few men down in the starboard fore channels. Repairs won't do there. It needs to be replaced.
Have one of the carpenters see to it. I want you to go ashore. See if you can give this letter to someone.
And if I can't find a postmaster?
Then find someone who can get a message back to home. Tell them we were forced into an engagement with a Saxon dreadnought and require immediate assistance.
Yes, sir.
And fetch that Marine who speaks Eskimo. Have him go with you.
Blackout. The surgeon's room. Captain enters to check on the now one-handed first mate.
John.
Sir.
Please rest. I just came to check on you and give you this.
Captain pulls out a book entitled The Victories of the Right Honorable Frederick Franklin, Gallant Hero of the Empire.
It has all his major battles in it.
Thank you, sir. Did you ever meet the man?
Only once, that I can remember. He's a great citizen and commander of men. There are some great accounts in it. I think page 133, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, can I beg you to tell me what kind of man he is?
You should read the book.
Blackout. We're on the shore. It is a barren place, a cold desert with ground of coal gray stones. 3 men are working, lowering the dead on ropes into graves that they have made. The dead are in plain wooden coffins.
Long ago in Westminster, there lived a rat-cat's daughter.
I don't know how you make a living in a place like this.
Well, my home isn't as far north as this.
Still no women.
What?
No women, right? I hear they can't survive this north. Too
Well,
cold.
I'm here, ain't I?
But you're a man, Tom.
Aye, but we all have a mother now, don't we?
Oi, stop your yapping. We got work to do.
The 3 finish lowering the coffin and proceed to the next one.
All this when we could have just dropped them overboard and been done with it.
Captain is a spiritual man.
I'd say an impractical one.
Careful there.
What, is that some sort of treason then?
As Tom says this, the rope slips and the coffin falls into a hole. As the coffin hits the ground, the lid falls off. The man stares at the lifeless body below.
Should have run more nails through the lid.
Pull up the ropes. Fill it in, Mr. Blighty.
Me?
Aye. Mr. Lowe tells me you've the most duty, Owen. Didn't tell me why. Grousing, probably.
Are we just going to leave it like that?
Unless you want to climb in there and fix it. Up to it, Mr. Bligh.
Sailor 1 throws Tom a shovel. Tom looks at the hole and proceeds to climb in to fix the coffin.
Mr. Blighty, it's not important.
Sailor 1 and Sailor 2 stand there waiting. Sailor 1 pulls out a smoke. The two light up.
The sun's yet to reach its zenith. I reckon we have a few hours till they begin wondering why we haven't reported in.
You think there's women?
Sailor 1 and Sailor 2 exit. Officer Murdoch enters. Officer Murdoch walks up to the hole in which Tom is in.
Are you the man who speaks Eskimo?
Aye, sir.
You're in the hole?
Top fell, officer. I know it's not important, but...
It would be to this boy's father. Here, I'll help you made up.
Murdoch pulls Tom out of the grave.
What's your name, sailor?
Tom, sir. Tom Blighty.
Are you a Sergeant Blighty?
Private, sir.
You have a gun? Right then. Come with me.
Sunrise, a small laboratory previously to Lamuk, or now BS A97141. The laboratory feels makeshift, empty and full. Low wind. Gray dominates, however burgeoning and strange, plant life invades the laboratory from below, painting green, yellow, and red splotches. The plants live around grow lights, currently off. An American flag with a central bald eagle print hangs vertically. Please decontaminate. Leave hazardous material suits in the corresponding detoxification chamber. Please select chamber A, B, C, or D. Place foreign materials in one of 8 RTR detoxifiers. Wait 5 minutes for detoxification. Always remember to vigorously wash your hands upon entering. Hatchet to central opening in 3, 2, 1. A good day to our science team, and may God bless America.
Week 3.
I thought 4.
Not 3.
Jesus.
So it'll be detoxified in 5.
What's your judgment? Christ. Oakman, how long has this been up?
A couple weeks, week and a half. Thought you'd noticed and just lightened up about this shit.
I'm taking this down.
Never knew you should be so anti-environmental, people.
You know,
I'm kidding around, see.
I understand, and I'm just taking precautions. Regardless, what's your judgment?
Almost for sure uranium or plutonium. I expect the civilian go for what they've heard in history books.
Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Oh, Fat Man and Little Boy. Uranium and plutonium fueled, respectively.
Nuclear history buff Capel.
Indeed.
Learned the practical from me.
Sure.
We're irredeemable since 1945. Figure somebody with grandparents in nuclear or just tons of time could finagle a fat man these days.
Implying you could.
Physically, maybe. Mentally? Never. Like I said,
Oakman rises. Oakman rises and opens one of the circular counter's drawers. Oakman pulls out a flannel shirt, a bottle of noticeably off-color whiskey, and 2 matching deer-printed shot glasses that read, Established 1904. Oakman pours for Capel, then themselves.
I don't think you were fully aware of the consequences. Didn't J. Rob Oppenheimer regret the Manhattan Project and live with infamous depression? Oakman?
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. Yeah, super depressed.
Oakman slides an almost overflowing glass to Capel. A splash escapes the glass.
God damn.
Not funny, and thank you.
Capel grabs a spray bottle with blindingly blue liquid and a plaid towel. Capel sprays the counter and wipes it, anxiously.
Read the NWE?
Sure.
Oakman drinks. Capel grabs a manila folder.
I'm real proud of you, C. Learned so much since...
Just a second here. Nothing novel.
So...
Reaffirmation of the suspect dichotomy.
Trace uranium in Nevada. Plutonium are likely coming from up north.
New Brunswick. The former Point Leprose stations nearby.
Yucca, southeast.
So we're nails in the coffin.
Hey. Hello? You in there?
For one, fallout may spread east, and for two, if...
Hey, slow it down. Come on, you. You're gonna be fine. Have some levity for summer's sake.
If it's plutonium, the evidence may lead us into conflict. You understand I'm not connected whatsoever to the concept of patriotism or...
The soil sample is ready.
Holy shit. My apologies, that startled me.
Okay, see. Don't worry about what you can't control, okay? Montreal's what? A couple thousand miles?
I'm aware.
Ton famille va bien.
Ta famille. Feminine, not ton, but merci.
Sure. Now what should we do with you?
Oakman places the sample atop the counter.
May we wait at least for a bit? I know we ought to run tests by noon, but I'd appreciate time to think and... Yeah, think. Oakman? Good morning? Oakman?
Just fuck it all.
Oakman, where's this coming from?
You and I both know what we're finding in the dirt. And we both know how this media and this administration is going to run with it. I, for one, am not quite ready for those dire consequences. Total demonization of this guy and...
This terrorist.
You know life's violence. The state's violence.
The state has a monopoly on violence, Weber. Plus, we're approaching this with apprehension, not certainty.
Principally, we're agreeing, though.
Decision's significant. This was malicious. Any state backlash, even violent, seems like a cakewalk in terms of public justification.
Well, and you know this is going to be blamed on a wider green movement, see. Now, I bet if I turn on the news now, we'll see some fear-mongering before there's even a definite culprit.
Good morning. Today is the 29th of April, 2003, and we have an update to the developing story on that deadly terror attack that racked the Pacific Northwest just 1 week ago. Officials advise reporting any suspicious behavior involving chemical work in your neighborhood. 4 suspects have been...
You weren't wrong.
...identified and await questioning from federal intelligence agencies. And, viewers, this is just breaking. A whistleblower at the Central Intelligence Agency reports enhanced interrogation techniques are a go against these 4 suspects.
Do you think the CIA apprehended the correct culprit already?
Probably not. The guy's got to be a Luddite creep hiding in some Arctic and or desert bunker.
More with that whistleblower tonight with an anonymous call-in at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard.
You're awfully callous with regard to this assignment.
Capel holds and examines the soil sample.
Look, I suggest we begin with a Fourier transform.
Oakman grabs the sample and places it far from Capel on the counter.
Now hold it. How do you think I'm being callous, see?
Wouldn't like to discuss it. We've got lots on the table now, and for weeks I do respect you incredibly, Oakman, and with such a high caliber and high risk task, I don't want anything hostile in this partnership.
Okay. We don't have to get into it.
Oakman grabs the whiskey bottle and places it on the counter, adjacent to the soil sample.
Talk to me.
It appreciates some refraining from placing consumables and likely hazardous materials so close together.
All that's on the table are things that'll kill you.
Capel, deliberate, places the soil sample on the upstage shelf.
You don't notice the callousness, Oakman?
I'm approaching this with good humor, see?
Probable false suspects are undergoing torture. This isn't time for good humor nor your kitsch nicknames.
Wind rattles the upstage door.
Harsh, Capel. Now what do you suggest? We just comply?
We should perform our duties here. Comply? As opposed to burying evidence and...
Yeah, we comply and then what happens? We've
no idea what our actions will lead to.
They'll take any excuse they can.
For what?
Capel quickly strides upstage and prepares a toothbrush with nauseating blue toothpaste.
For anti-environmentalism? For escalation of war? It's far too late for righteousness, Oakman, nor is this the time or place.
Capel nervously brushes their teeth.
You're gonna regret that. Such a stupid understatement.
You're living in the past.
Power consolidation.
Power consolidation? More than the current circumstance?
Yeah, consolidation, and yeah.
Power's consolidated. Your country's a brown shirt swarmed nightmare. Beyond the fucking pale, Oakman.
Escalation of war.
The air quotes are necessary for...
Need a more severe word than escalation? An exponential intensification. How's that? Honorable Capel.
Life can be permanent warfare on varying scales.
And? See, now I have you on your feet.
And? We have a task to complete and little to no control regarding the consequences. Regardless, the Caribbean campaign can't become any more brutal. I think our understanding's mutual. Let's get to...
People, I'm talking expansionism like even we've never seen. Northern, Eastern.
Should I? Oakman thinks.
You ever consider why you're down here? You really think our nations have some sort of amicable, oh, take my ECCC high ranker for an unpredictable domestic terror threat relationship? 100% big. Understand?
A sprinkle of fear.
I'm not here to die.
Capel leans against the wall.
What's another nefarious action to facilitate aggression? Your evaluation seems fueled by conspiracism. I swear to you, I'm not that important.
Tough. How much control do we have? I mean, look the hell outside.
Capel turns, peering out. Wind.
Fucking wasteland.
Amen. I understand the futility.
Not futility, it's pragmatism.
Likely excuse?
You're really overestimating your... God damn it! Doing it again! No hostility, work. I'm ready to wait patiently again.
About the dirt?
With regards to the sample, yes.
You didn't. I don't mean to scare you.
No, I appreciate it. your honesty.
No problem.
End of excerpt.
What you listening to? Hello? Hi. Hiya. Hey. Hello. Hi. I said, what you listening to?
Pardon me?
Do you see anyone else around here?
Right. Sorry. I
Don't need to apologize.
don't mind me. You're wet.
Indeed.
Soaking wet.
Yeah, I thought this was waterproof, but oh well. It's just a bit of rain.
You need a jacket or something?
It's just a bit of rain. Yeah. So what you listening to?
I'm sorry?
It's still just the two of us, you know. Right.
You probably wouldn't like my music anyways.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, come on now. Don't be like that. Try me.
Try you.
Shoot.
Okay. Well, right now I'm just listening to some good old jazz. Moanin', Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers.
The Jazz Messengers? Okay. What else?
This and that. The classics, really. Johnny Hodges, Sonny Stitt, The Bird, obviously.
Sonny Rollins?
Always.
Yes! Love Sonny Rollins.
My favorite's gotta be between Olio or perhaps St. Thomas. Sonny Rollins, though, you just can't go wrong with him. He's kind of the reason I picked up sax in the first place. His solos are absolutely amazing.
You're an alto? Or...
Yeah, alto all the way.
Nice!
No, it just hit me. You like jazz.
Well, duh.
For some reason, it didn't register until now.
We do be a rare breed.
Totally feel ya. No one I know seems to like jazz. It's actually insane. Like, most of my friends just call it elevator
music. Me and mine too.
Don't you hate it?
It's the worst. Don't even get me started.
About it. Every time I tell people I like jazz, I just feel so old.
Right?
I suppose being old isn't all that bad.
Yeah. Elevator music's rather okay too, don't you think?
You're right.
I mean, if you think about it, they do play jazz after all. You could say elevators actually have a superior music taste.
If you put it that way.
I'm Kay, by the way.
Okay?
Yeah.
What does it stand for?
Nothing. Just K.
Wait, so on your birth certificate, it's just the letter K?
Yeah.
Really?
No, you idiot. You really thought my name was...
No.
Well, it's common sense.
I'm Teddy.
What does that stand for?
Nothing. Just Teddy. Like the bear.
Is that what it says on your birth certificate?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Oh. You know, it kind of fits you, though.
Teddy?
Yeah. Plus, it's a much better name than something like Jordan or whatnot.
What did Jordan ever do to you?
Doesn't matter, kid. All you gotta remember is, don't be a Jordan.
Don't be a Jordan.
You got it. That's enough about me, though. What's up with you?
Not much, just the same old, I guess. Reading comics, writing songs, whatever makes me happy, if you get what I mean.
It's kind of overrated, don't you think?
Songwriting?
No, happiness. Don't know anything about songwriting.
You say so.
But it really is. Like, people spend their whole lives trying to be happy, and for what? Gum?
No thanks.
Suit yourself? It's just a fact of life.
That happiness is overrated.
See? I knew you'd come around.
Isn't that wrong to be happy?
I wouldn't say it's wrong. It's more like, why chase happiness when you could try for integrity or peace?
Peace, right.
At least that's what my twin used to say.
You have a twin?
Sorta. Technically, not really.
Technically, not really.
Well, we do share the same birthday.
You are twins.
No.
Let's...
No. Just, let me finish. Okay. Maybe birthday buddies would be more accurate, but, we are twins in spirit. It's a spiritual connection. You don't believe me?
I do. It's like you said, it's a spiritual connection.
It is! What? Just say it. It's not that cheesy.
Keyword, that.
Don't be mean.
I'm not. Plus, cheesy doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's actually kind of cute.
If you say so.
I do. Anyways, it's your turn. Your turn to ask a question.
This isn't Monopoly.
More exciting this way.
You and I have very different definitions of exciting.
It'll be fun.
And you say I'm cheesy.
Just go with it.
Yeah, I like Monopoly more.
Please.
Fine. What's your favorite cereal?
Probably Lucky Charms. I'm not a big cereal person, to be honest.
Honestly, same. Your turn.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
What?
Man's best friend. What can I say? What is your favorite fruit?
Strawberries all the way.
Nice. Your turn.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
I don't know.
That doesn't count.
You said 3 words.
I guess, your turn.
Nice. What's your favorite vegetable?
That's the best you could come up with?
Still counts as a question. I'm not very good at this type of thing.
I'd say cucumbers.
Okay. But, like, cucumbers are technically fruits. They sprout from seeds. Never mind. Your turn.
Tell me a story.
Is that your question?
Sure.
A story about what?
Anything. A good memory. Something fun you did last summer. Whatever floats your boat.
Put me on the spot like that. This is hard.
Really?
It's the pressure, you know? It's like, if I were to come up to you and say, you're a songwriter, sing me a song.
That would be kind of hard.
Exactly.
I mean, I do have pork chops.
Pork chops?
Sorry?
You said you had pork chops? Wait, yeah. Are you hungry or something?
No, it's the name of a song.
You wrote a song called Pork Chops.
With my cousin 10 years ago.
You should sing it.
How about no?
Why not? Please, with a cherry. What? Are you just going to say no?
No!
I got to. But actually, though, can you sing it? I promise I won't laugh.
We did do the questions. Promise you won't laugh.
Promise.
Okay? I can't believe I'm doing this. If you got those bops, pork chops, pork chops. If you got those groovy moves, pork chops, pork chops. If you got that greasy cash and you need a hearty meal, you really gotta have pork chops.
When do you think the bus will get here? The bus? Wait, you are waiting for the 480.
The 480? Yeah.
Gotcha. Just making sure.
About what?
Well, it'd be awkward if we were talking this whole time and I turned out to be waiting for the wrong bus, wouldn't it? Been here long?
Only for about 10 minutes or so.
I see.
Should have come by now.
That's what I'm thinking. What's the app say?
There's an app?
Yeah.
Wait, you're right.
Yeah, I checked for myself, but I left my phone at home.
"10 minutes.
10 minutes from now?
10 minutes from now."
So it's late.
Most definitely. Can't blame them though.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the weather and all.
Must be a nightmare.
Indeed. You ever listen to the podcast Everything is Alive?
Sounds positively terrifying. It's alive! It's alive! Gosh, I love that movie.
A classic.
That's not what the podcast is about, is it?
Nope. Not even close.
Oh.
Though it's still pretty cool.
One can hope.
Like, you ever wonder about the life story of a can of soda?
A kite. A toothpick.
Hello.
A spoon. A snowman.
Umbrella.
Pretty dull, I'd imagine.
The podcast or the umbrella?
Both. What would an umbrella have to say?
Quite a lot, I'd presume.
How so?
Think about it. Life as an umbrella. Scrunched up, day in and day out.
Waiting for that one moment?
Where you can stretch your arms towards the sky.
It'd be one hell of a moment.
Indeed. Makes me wish I could experience that moment for myself.
Pure bliss.
The sweet taste of rain and freedom.
Just saying, you could always, stand in the rain.
And open my mouth? Half bad idea, to be honest, but it wouldn't be the same.
No, it wouldn't. Then again, would you really want to live out your whole life as an umbrella?
Who's not? But then again, that's what it's all about, right? Living for those moments.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. So what now?
What now? Still no sign of the bus.
At this point, I'm almost down to walk.
Care if I join?
Of course not. It's just a ways. The rain stopped.
A sad time to be an umbrella.
Why, look. It's a double rainbow.
It's the middle of the night. A gray Toyota Prius parks in the driveway. The engine sputters out. Christmas lights spring to life around the perimeter and roof of the house. Logan gets out and goes to the trunk. They wear a wristband. They take out their suitcase and shut the trunk. A bunch of sharp, high-pitched barks ring through the air. A screen door creaks open. Mom walks out in her PJs.
Oh, honey, you're finally here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry, my phone died. The flight actually ran into, I guess, a storm. It was pretty, I thought we were gonna crash. I figured you'd be asleep.
Oh, I was so worried. I kept checking the app to see when you were arriving, and then out of nowhere, your plane just disappeared. From all the charts, gone. I was beside myself, calling every JetBlue customer service line, screaming, "You took my baby away! You took my baby away from me!" Are you hungry?
Nope, I got something on the road.
You sure? You get a free giant turkey leg with your seasonal pass.
Ew, no, those are disgusting. No offense, but the smell makes me want to vomit. I should get a fast pass, though. I've got the whole thing mapped out. The whole park in 2 hours.
Okay, just let me see your wristband and I can add it.
Logan extends their wrist. Mom takes out a scanner and passes it over the wristband. It beeps.
All right, you're all set, sir. Have a magical day.
Lights out. Lights up. Logan sits with their knees on top of a gray Toyota Prius. They stare up at the night sky. A screen door creaks open. Elle walks out.
You ready? We're all inside waiting for you.
I'm tired.
Tired? You just arrived.
Yeah.
I'm coming up there, sad sack.
Logan pats the Toyota. Elle hops up and pushes them over a bit.
How alone do you feel right now?
Very.
You're in the happiest place on earth during the most wonderful time of the year, and you feel alone? At this point, I'm just really impressed at the ways you innovate your depression.
I'm not choosing to feel alone, Elle.
I didn't say that, but you did choose to come here.
No, I didn't. I came out here to just be... I'm me. I know I'm me. I barely breathe in there sometimes. And that smell. Sorry. Something in my genetics just makes me a combative asshole. Our family doesn't choose to hurt each other. We just do. And so I'm out here alone.
You bought a ticket and chose this ride. You came to Florida to see them, the best of it all.
Well, yeah, I'd rather be lonely than guilty.
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 Guilty. Guilty. Guilty. Guilty. Guilty. Guilty. Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
I'm not guilty of anything, but sometimes I can't stop thinking about my mom being out here all alone, and that if I don't call her, maybe one day at the exact right time, she'll die. When I could have saved her. When I think about her dying, maybe I'm supposed to, like some psychic distress signal that they talk about with twins. The thought of her dying alone on that tacky marble floor under the weird talking fish head, choking on a cashew or a walnut, face turning purple, veins bulging, the blood vessels in her eyes bursting, phone just out of reach. What would my call even do?
She could be dying right now, and you're not doing anything. You want her to die, don't you? You left so she would die.
Maybe.
Stop. You're terrible. You're just terrible, Logan.
All right, enough. I'll go inside.
Logan hops off the car and exits. Lights down. Lights up, dusk. Mom and Elle sit on top of the gray Toyota Prius. The Main Street electrical parade goes down the street out of view.
Kids don't get scared like they used to. Everything's so internal. Why? There's a ghost right in your face, kid. Scream, cry, do something.
My grandparents used to actually... They used to actually run their own haunted house when we lived in Kansas. Not much happens in the suburbs outside Kansas City. We have to create every day like some starving alchemist. So we'd gather up the fabric, the decorations, the candy, the plastic fingers, the grape eyeballs, and scare the shit out of our neighbors. No one ever really thought about the consequences or anything, just how fun it would be to do something different. One year, my grandpa built this whole maze made of piping and long sheets of purple felt. He had the bright idea to light the way with jack-o'-lanterns, and it was beautiful. But all it took was one haphazard kid running through the maze without looking where they were going. The whole thing went up in flames. The maze, the decorations, the candy, the entire house gone. It was the most exciting night of my childhood.
Jesus.
No one got hurt, but my grandma and grandpa never really smiled the same way after.
My dad never told me that story.
Probably because he's the fuck up who started the fire.
No way.
Yep. He told me years and years later, on his wedding day, actually. He got pissed drunk and took me into the corner of this really small dining room where everyone could still hear us. And he acted like he was in confession, going down this list of every misdeed he had done in his life. Your mother was already pregnant by that point, and she knew what she was getting into. Don't think I didn't do my part in warning her. But at that moment, I was really hopeful. I believed that he wanted to be better. He wanted a clean slate before you came into the picture.
Elle lights a joint, offers it. Mom refuses. A moment. She accepts.
What am I supposed to do? Just ignore all the violence, all the emptiness, the fire. Even if most of it happened before we were born, I can feel it bubbling in me like it's this genetic magma. Our family just evolved for violence.
That's certainly what it seems like, but I'd like to think that it's just a series of people making their own poor choices. And by some odd chance, we all gathered in one family. I say, keep making your own choices. The fire is yours. It's yours, Elle.
Right.
I have to help Grandma finish dinner. I just needed a moment for myself. Could you go find Logan? He's been avoiding me all day.
Yeah. They're just probably taking a walk around the neighborhood.
They've been avoiding me all day. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll find them. But Logan's my cousin, Lisa. Not my kid.
I know. I'm sorry. I told them I'm trying.
Try harder.
Mom kisses Elle on the forehead and slides down off the car. She stretches and takes a few more moments in the beautiful sunset, and then heads in. Lights out. Lights up later that night.
Hey.
A small white Pomeranian rushes out from the house across the stage. Logan notices and hops down from the Prius.
Shit!
Ugh, goddamn rat! I swear these dogs have it out for me.
Shit, I'm gonna go get your mom.
No, don't wake her up. She'll just find a way to blame this on me.
We can't just leave him out here.
I mean,
Oh my god, you were such an asshole.
the one who let him out. Fuck.
From somewhere in the night, the Pomeranian yelps. Elle produces a gun.
Get eaten by no alligator tonight.
From somewhere in the night, an alligator growls. Projected neon targets dance around the stage.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Just stop. Stop.
Elle lowers the gun.
This is getting out of hand. Just no alligators, no guns. You'll get someone to call the cops. Fuck the alligators. They're simple. All you have to do is run in a zigzag line and poke them in the eyes. Yesterday, I was walking that rat dog around the neighborhood, and I suddenly get this feeling like I'm being stalked. Like two cold-blooded eyes were digging into my back. An apex predator rolling across the gravel, inching closer and closer. I turn around and see this patrol car keeping pace with me and the dog. At first, I thought I was just being paranoid, but the car followed me around the neighborhood for a full 10 minutes. I started panicking. Does my mom know I'm out walking the dog? Was a robbery reported nearby? Does my phone look like a gun in my shorts? I've stared down an alligator out, but I've never been more afraid than I was with that patrol car behind me. I couldn't get the image of bullets tearing through my flesh, my blood tainting some snowbird's perfectly cut lawn, being called a black teen in the Sun City Center local newspaper. When I finally got back here, I had to wait in the driveway for my grandmother to come out and get me.
I'm sorry. That's terrifying. You should tell your mom.
The clicking of an ascending roller coaster. Tick, 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 tick.
What is she gonna do?
You're not even trying to have fun.
I am trying. I came down here and I continually try to make her understand, Elle. I always try.
Oh, so you just think she won't understand. You're not worried for her, you just think she's stupid?
Sometimes she is stupid. Sometimes she says things that shake me to my core. Sometimes she'll gut me and in the next breath, ask me what I want for dinner. Sometimes she's so analytical that I feel like with every glance, she's dissecting me into palatable, unrecognizable pieces. I don't know who she is. All I know is that this family is racist, period. And that I'll die trying to have fun on this ride with you.
Fuck you, Logan. Of course you don't know who she is. You don't know who I am. You're stuck here in this bubble of what could be and what you should be to us. I don't think you have ever looked me in the eye. You've never seen us. Your mother doesn't understand you because every time she hugs you, you tense up. You got this faraway look in your eye that says, God, I wish I was anywhere but here.
I know. I'm sorry. I told you I'm trying.
Clicks start to slow as the coaster reaches its peak. Tick, tick, tick.
Trying to what exactly? Prying into the wind, hoping the universe will recognize your effort? You want a cookie? A blue ribbon? What do you want?
To get off this ride!
The coaster rushes down and rumbles. The sound of the coaster, police sirens, Christmas carols, gunshots, dogs barking, laughing, and sobbing.
Ah!